Okay, I'd like to call to order City Council meeting for Tuesday, August 5th, 2025 at 12 p.m. here at Alpine City Hall. Let's go ahead and call to order. We'll do a roll call. We'll start with Jessica Smoon on my right, and then we will take a roll call of the people that are here, and then move on to our Zoom person, which is you, Kelly, okay?
Jessica Smeon, present.
Chrissy Hanneman, present.
And Kelly?
Kelly Law, present.
Okay, and then we will have a prayer offered by Jessica Smewen, followed by a pledge led by Chrissy Hanneman.
Father in heaven, we're grateful to have this time to come together as a city to focus on the needs of our community. We're grateful for the area we live in and the freedoms we enjoy, and we ask for thy guidance and direction that we might be able to come to agreements and be able to learn and listen to one another and make good decisions. And we ask for these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Please stand. Repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to explain really quick why we're having this meeting now. We have some projects that we need to get underway, and because of the July 24th holiday, we needed it done before our next meeting so we can get started on these projects as soon as we can. Because of that, we've got 2, 4, 6 items on the consent calendar. So we'll move on to item number 2. Are there any questions regarding the items on the consent calendar? If not, I will entertain a motion. I know Chrissy had a question before. I know she's talked to Shane already. Are you okay? Do you have anything else?
Nope, all my questions were
Okay.
answered.
Jessica, do you have any questions?
I just have a question on the fire station. It looks like the site, the concept plan that was submitted still shows,
It hasn't changed.
yeah, it hasn't changed.
So that, we just included what we had, but we still will go through that, bring it back to council for final approval of a floor plan before it moves forward.
This is just the first step that
That's-
happened months ago.
Okay.
Before any changes can happen, we need to go approve the process and the money to move forward.
But this isn't approving the concept or
No,
anything?
no, no,
It's
no,
just
no.
what we had and where we
No.
were at. Okay.
It can change.
It's really just beginning that process of looking at that, finalizing a plan that we can move forward.
And that's really being facilitated by item number E, which is Navigate. They will be basically an extension of the city, and they'll kind of, administer and work through that.
Project manage that. side of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And for Kelly, who's not here in the building with us today, and for Chrissy and Jessica, Chad Jones with Navigate is here, along with Brandon, and I didn't catch Brandon's last name, I apologize, okay? If there's any questions, for them. The timing was kind of crazy of how we ran into them. And I was really happy that we did, because I feel like they can fill in, where we have some deficiencies, because we
Right.
aren't a city that builds buildings, so.
They're the subject matter experts that will help facilitate, move this project along.
Dane, just like 2 questions. One is like, I guess for you and the Navigate guys, I'd just like to hear like 1 minute of other projects like this that they've done before that were successful and kind of came in on budget, on time. And then I'm assuming that there's been some reference checking done and you're super comfortable with all that stuff.
Yes, yeah, Chad, would you mind coming to up and maybe just tell
So,
about some of the stuff?
While he
work
comes
you've
up, the
done?
reason that how they got connected was Lehigh City is doing a huge new city hall right now, and Navigate is acting as the project manager, or I forget, there's a different word for it, but basically construction management services, and they're doing that for that project. And then Chad, I'll let you kind of explain some of the other projects that you guys have been involved in.
Mike.
There we go. So, yes, we're called project managers, owners reps, construction managers, pretty much the same thing. We become an extension of the city staff. We enjoy and have a history of working on municipal projects specifically. We know procurement codes well. We finished the Salem Fire Station and EMS building it finished the first of the year. It was about a month early, and it was under budget, about $800,000 under budget. So we helped set the entire budget, the overall cost for the whole thing, then manage it. And like you said, the Lehigh City Hall, we're currently doing, prior to that, we did the Lehigh Public Safety Building. Outside of municipal, we've done quite a few healthcare projects as well, affordable housing projects, permanent supportive housing projects. We're doing it also right now in Salt Lake City. So, yeah, we just managed the project from start to finish, including the occupancy period, warranty period, and making sure everything gets done as you need it.
Kelly, did you have any other questions for them?
No, that was it. Thanks. I just wanted to get something like that on the city council record, on this meeting record. So that was great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions regarding the consent calendar items? If not, I will entertain a motion.
I'll just make a couple comments to summarize. I did have like a lengthy conversation with Shane, but it's beyond the scope of this meeting. I just thought on page 3, if you want to turn to that, Ryan, it talked about the 3 different roles. And so I wasn't clear on your role, navigator, but Shane made it clear what you just said, that you are acting on our behalf. So there's 3 roles. One was the owner, one is the architect, who we've already hired as Babcock a year ago. And then we're looking for the contractor, which is item E, which you've referred to. Are we still getting up E, so you guys know what I'm talking about? Sorry, it's page 3 of their thing. Page 3 with a graph.
Looks like this, in this document, Ryan.
Not page 3 of our minutes. Let's see, where are we? Above, you're in
above
CG,
this one.
you're
Next
above.
item up, I think.
Sorry,
Yes.
Page 3 of that one.
page 3 of that, you're almost there.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, yes, I have it printed. Deanne prints this for me so I can keep it all organized.
Right here.
There we go. So yes, so anyways, it was these 3 roles, and so I just want to reiterate that they are acting on our behalf and augmenting our staff, just like what Shane said. As he said, we don't do this every day, and so we've already hired an architect. We looked through our minutes, Shane and I, and that was a year ago. We hired Babcock Design. So now with E, we'll have all 3 people, or the 3 partners that will be building this for us. And so that's really exciting that we'll identify all the 3 actors or partners in this thing. The other thing I was really impressed with in their presentation was down here on keep going, page 7, same presentation. There's Chad, there's Brandon, and then there. So right here, there was a little bit more steering committee, stakeholder and community engagement. And my questions were like, how are we going to incorporate all that since we're like ready to, design it? And Shane let us know that there's still room for input. Like you had said, we don't have a final plan. So that was my second question to him. And so that was exciting. And then the last part, I wanted to point out that they would have an opportunity to give us reporting. Right there in the second bullet point, that they could report to us the schedule or the budget or anything we would need. So working with Shane, they'll decide on that. So I just wanted to point that out. Those are the things that caught my attention and that are things that I think will really help us, like since we don't do this every day, the city council will, have a little bit more visibility than maybe we would if we were doing like, a pump house, right? It's just done and we don't really look at it again. So I just appreciated all that detail and thought that it was a very exciting step forward.
Okay. Did you guys want to proceed with the motion, or?
And I sent the overlay bid results out this morning.
Right,
So if
I
you
saw it.
don't have that in front of you, I have the numbers here.
So we do this in one fell swoop because it's a consent calendar. Okay.
right? Or if you want to pick some stuff out, you can.
I don't
But
think
these are
there's
all
any
things that-
changes to
yeah.
make. Jessica, I'm looking at you for for visual approval, like, you don't, like, we
Wasn't
don't have
any-
anything to
I
do,
didn't
right?
see any changes.
So do
Okay.
one of you guys want to make a
Sure, I'll
motion?
make a motion to approve the consent calendar as stated.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilwoman Smuin, seconded by Councilwoman Hanneman. Any further discussion? Kelly?
Nope.
Okay, then we'll proceed with the roll call vote.
Jessica Smuin, yes.
Chrissy Hanneman, yes?
Kelly Law, yes.
Okay, consent calendar passes. Item 3, public comment. We have one person, Steve Burrows. If you can step up to the microphone, you have 3 minutes. And if you could state your name and your address for us, we'd appreciate it.
Yes. So my name is Steve Burrows. My family and I live at 163 Meadowlark Drive in Alpine. We've been a resident here a total of 16 years, most recently moved back in 2012. I'm here to learn and advocate for water solutions. We all know, as was published in the Deseret News, yes, drought is upon us again. And we know that this, even if we pull out of the drought, there will always be more droughts. So I've studied the 2021 water management plan. I've studied the update from Shane from the June meeting, and I strongly support the action that is being suggested and strongly support taking that action, knowing that there's a lot of dollars involved in that, and it's going to take maybe bonding, rate increases, things like that. I'm personally concerned that we live in a place that drought will become normal. And the question is, how many texts will I receive in a given summer to turn on, turn off, turn down, turn up? Okay, I think we can strategically plan, and even though it would be costly and anything done now may not benefit us for 2 to 3 years, and heaven help if we're in a deep drought in 2027. Specifically, I support the increased capacity for the pressure irrigation that, as I understand, will be installed in 2026 as part of the Canyon Crest Road. I strongly support doing what's necessary to make sure we get the pumps that we can then use 3 times the cup water that we have. We've got to move it from those pipes to where it's needed in the middle and higher education. That's number 2. And 3, I strongly support a safety net of drilling the well that's been approved at Heritage. And I haven't been to enough meetings to know why some of these projects aren't moving forward, especially the drilling of the well. But I would hope that the council with the staff can work through differences and approach it in such a way that it can become a reality. And if the heavens let us have lots of rain, you don't have to turn it on. But you have to have it to turn it on, okay? So again, I'm here to learn and hear your comments. And I look forward to being part of whatever process I can to help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Burrows.
Yeah.
Okay, with no further public comment card present, we'll move on to reports and presentations. Shane, did you want to introduce this?
I wasn't gonna report on too much. I did wanna introduce Jason Judd to those on the city council that have not met him in person. Jason's our newer city engineer, been here, what, a month or so? Three months. Time flies. Anyway, I've lost track. There's too much going on, but, we're very, happy to have him on board and part of our team. So, we have lots of projects moving forward right now. And thank you for having this meeting, because this time of year, a week or 2 or whatever means quite a lot to get some projects, especially like asphalt projects going, so. I'll just save all the other project updates unless someone has something specific, you'd like us to address.
No, maybe next meeting.
Okay. I did want to mention though, since this was something that happened recent, one of my concerns with our open space cleanup and kind of mowing was making sure that we don't catch open space on fire. And so my instruction to our guys when they went out is you take water with you so you can extinguish a fire if you happen to start one. And then this happens where those apartment buildings were burned down, and it was from what I understand, a county employee mowing stuff down that someone had complained about. And so we did take precautions. We didn't catch anything on fire, and I believe they've made it through most of our open spaces for that, 5 or 10 feet behind the sidewalk. So we'll probably look at maybe earlier in the year when things are a little more green
yeah.
to do that in the future, just because we know that the potential is there to have an issue. So anyway, but I think we're good for this year.
Thank you. Chief, do you have anything?
Just along the lines of, with the fire restrictions, we should be, there should be no open fires essentially in the city. County fire restrictions, we don't have any open. So our best bet, as dry as it is, if you see something, the quicker you can get us out the door, the better off. That's how we're catching the fires we're catching is the early notification. So if you think something's on fire, run us that way. 'Cause
And maybe we need to post something on social media. If you see smoke, make sure you call, 911 or dispatch.
Hey, Chief, what's the property that is Horsetail Falls? Is that state or what jurisdiction does that fall under?
That's,
Alpine City.
no, it is not. Horsetail Falls is federal government.
Horsetail Falls is the federal government. Sorry, in my head, I was
Yeah.
going Three Falls.
So if someone's camping up there and they have a fire, any size of fire, is like, what's our ability to, like, who do you call? Like, what do you do about that? Like, do we just say, hey, put out that fire, but
No, the Forest Service, the federal government doesn't have that same fire restriction.
okay.
So they're still allowing, I believe that with the Forest Service, it has to be in a fire pit or a ring or something like that, but they're still allowing for fires.
They
I
are,
don't know
okay.
how long that will last. If we continue to not have any moisture, I would assume in the next month we'll see that restriction come as well. But currently, and Alpine City goes right to the forest.
Yeah,
Right to the
yeah.
wilderness. So you don't have to be very far away from Alpine to have a fire. But
I
don't
know,
tell
and
people
there's
that.
so many dead trees up in there, like,
Yeah.
don't clear them out, so I'm just like, anyway, okay, thanks.
Could you clarify the open flame? Is that fire pits in yards or barbecue grills or what?
So you can still use your barbecue, but just open fire pit fires,
So no flame in the fire pit? Gas ones are okay?
yes.
So Ryan, do you have anything?
I was just gonna say, I think we've changed our family dance for Alpine Days to a rain dance now. I think
I
that's.
hope
What-
so.
Whatever possibilities there are, let's do it.
Shane, you didn't have anything else, did you, or did you? Okay.
No.
Jessica? Chrissy? Kelly, did you have anything?
Nope, thanks.
Okay, just want to say Alpine Days is going. I appreciate all our volunteers and the firemen last night. The events so far are going great. It's been really well organized, and the activities I've been to so far have been well attended. Just appreciate everyone that's being involved. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Is there, okay. It's been moved by Councilwoman Hanneman, seconded by Councilwoman Smewen. All in favor?
Aye.
Bye,
Okay, adjourned.
thanks, everybody.
FYI, the